Yeah, the Ethereum stuff, like I said, when I started taking a look at it and looked at just the yield swapping, I mean, when I was trading government treasuries on our derivatives book at Bankers Trust, the repo markets were there, and you're probably familiar with those, and equities as well. And we were swapping things out, overnight rates, some things traded on special. And then I looked at Compound and Aave, and I saw what they were doing. And then you go a little bit further and look at a lot of this programmable smart contract stuff on the Ethereum blockchain, which again isn't perfect. It's got high gas fees, it's slow, but it's also been doing that thing for years and years and has, thousands and thousands of developers working on that chain. The stuff they're doing is massively innovative, and really does threaten aspects of the centralized finance sector, the banking sector, the stuff that I used to do and maybe you used to do back in the day. How do you think banks are going to interact with that going forward? I mean, I had the CEO of Compound here last Friday, Robert Leshner. He's building actually a company that sits between the banks and the blockchain to take advantage of those yield markets without actually having to own crypto on their balance sheets. Do you think that that's going to be the future? Because a lot of crypto people say, burn down the banks, get rid of them. Robert's saying they're going to be here in some way, shape, or form. So let's find out what that new evolution of them will be. What do you think? And I'm guessing a lot of your clients are, well, they're not banks, are they? But they're in the banking industry.
So, I mean, this is the biggest question. And so I'm going to start it out with a quick story. There's a guy by the name of Jerry Yang. He had this search algorithm that he called Yahoo. And he descended upon Pacific Bell to explain to them what it was. And he said, look, you could put names of companies and then the phone number will spit back to you from the internet. You don't need to dial 411, the information directory, or to sell all these big or produce these big phone books. And they laughed at him. They kicked him out of the office, said, please leave. We kill millions of trees. We make them into paper. We dye the paper yellow. And we send 4 to 8 pound phone books to our millions of customers. We don't need your new technology. And of course, they missed out on it. And I think that's going on right now. I think that there's a group of banks that are going to say, okay, I need to own something like Chime, the neobank. I need to be a participant in Plaid or Stripe. I've got to buy Coinbase. I'm surprised somebody has not bought Coinbase and took the risk on that because of what's going on in the world. Even though Coinbase is a huge market cap, these big regional banks buy Coinbase, or these money center banks buy Coinbase to make sure that you are guaranteed to be part of the future. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but that is the institutional dilemma. What we sometimes do is, because we don't like change, we sit there and we let our mediocrity and our slow thinking allow us to descend. And so that will likely happen, but there will be a few big banks or a few enterprises that say, hey, I got to be a part of this and I've got to create this. And I think that will happen too.
Yeah, I just had flashbacks to dialing 411 and paying 25 cents to get someone's number. I can't believe that used to happen.
It's $1.50 now. My mother still does it. Believe me, I pay her phone bill. I'm like, Mom, what are we doing here?
That's crazy.
She doesn't have a smartphone. She's 84 years old. She won't get a smartphone. Whatever. I mean, but the point being is, world's moving. You got to either be a part of the world or you're going to be left behind.